It's Thursday, and we're back with the Mike and Mish show, Thursday night edition. Mike, here we are on the second night of a back-to-back. We haven't done this in a long time. What's going on?
Hey, I am chilling. I've been waiting for tonight. We're doing 2 nights again. I don't know how the hell this happened. I thought I had my Thursdays back, but now I guess you guys all stole it back from us, and here we are.
Dude, I'm teabagging right now.
I see that.
Yeah,
Dunk
you see
them
that?
things.
I'm dunking them tea bags.
Dunk them tings.
Yo, so thank you guys for tuning in. Let's what's up, Ryan Perez? What's up, Big Ben? Joe Ivy, of course. How are you? Welcome to a second night of a back-to-back. We got a big show for you. We're waiting for our guests to start arriving. We have 2 champions to start off the night. We got the BKFC heavyweight champion himself, Arnold Adams, coming on. There he is, the big man himself, looking for his respect. He's about to earn that respect. I think he's already earned it. But remember how pissed off he was down in fucking Florida?
I do remember because people wouldn't put respect on that name.
Couldn't put respect on that name. After him, we have another champion, the light heavyweight champion in the BKFC, who will be fighting this Saturday night against Joe Diesel Riggs. Lorenzo Hunt will be on the show, everyone.
Bam! The juggernaut himself.
The juggernaut.
The real juggernaut.
Is the PG belt on the line? Ryan Perez asks. We are going to ask both of these fighters. You must believe that. After Lorenzo Hunt, we're going to have Art Parker, the big, bearded, beautiful dead man himself, coming on. This dude is fun as hell. I can't wait to talk to him. That should be a blast. And then we will finish up the show with our buddy from Thailand, Mr. TJ Chang, who will be jumping on after Art. I thought Mike was going to put, oh, Jesus, look at that. Look at that mustache. So we're going to go with one of the best beards in the business to one of the best mustaches in the business, back to back to end the show. So it's going to be a good night. We're going to start the show off with the heavyweight champion who has just arrived, and we are excited to talk to this guy. He is one of our favorite people to have on the show. Let's start it up. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Arnold Adams. What is up, big man?
What's the word? Man, I just woke up 2 minutes ago.
Oh,
just woke up.
Man,
just woke up. I mean,
better?
I was taking a nap, but I literally woke up right on time, like, oh shit, I gotta go do this interview.
I mean, what better faces to wake up not next to, but to? I mean, Jesus, look at this.
Yeah.
I mean, our faces are so bright, they wake you right up. I mean, you could go blind. Look at this. I haven't been in the sun for friggin' months.
Arnold. Last time we talked to you, buddy, we saw you down in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. I can't remember which BK that was Knucklemania 2. Knucklemania 2. And my man was not happy because there were all these giant media outlets there and nobody was giving him any fucking attention. Nobody was giving him any respect. Remember that shit?
Yep, I do.
So what's new? Are people starting to put some respect on your name or what?
I guess you could say so. Yeah, I guess. I don't know. I really stopped caring after that weekend, honestly. You know, if it's gonna come, it's gonna come. If not, oh well, it is what it is.
You're gonna have to start fucking smashing some skulls together.
I don't know, maybe that's what it is. Maybe I don't have this superb knockout power. I'm not putting people to sleep, so I'm boring to people, I guess. Whatever.
Yeah, what the fuck ever, dude. Well, I'm going to tell you right now, you're going in there next week against somebody that's got some knockout power, Mr. Dillon Cleckler. I think this will be a nice little challenge for you. What do you think about Mr. Dillon Cleckler?
Yeah, I agree. It'd be nice. He's probably next to Mick Terrell. He's probably the hardest challenge I've had to face yet.
Your last fight was against the Executioner, Joey Beltran. Mm-hmm. You've been out of action for a little bit. When was that? That was in November?
November 6th, yep.
November 6th up in New York. We were there. We were watching.
6 months.
6 months. Would you like to be more active? Because it seemed like after that fight, you were pretty you were pretty unscathed, right?
Yeah, as normal. I don't know because I remember during the tournament and I complained about fighting. It was like every other month I was fighting. I was like, fuck, I'm tired. Fuck, I gotta do another training camp. Fuck my hands. Fuck, fuck, fuck. But now, waiting 6 months, I don't know, maybe 4 months. Every 4 months would be probably like a good time as long as, everything's healthy and 100%.
Which is crazy about people that like don't really know the sport too much. They talk to me about it, and like people we're starting to draw more people in, just us alone spreading the word for you guys because it's such a fucking awesome sport, and a lot of people are just unaware of it. But they're like, well, that's one of the things. They're like, oh, they can only fight like about once a year. I'm like, you would think so, but I
No,
mean, you would think so, but there's guys like, Lorenzo Hunt's fighting every 3-4 months. You got Britton Hart fought 5 times or 4 times in 12 months. So yeah, contrary to everybody's belief, you can be pretty busy in this sport.
yeah, it really just goes back to what Joey said after I think it was BKFC one. He did an interview and he was like, it's more so about the damage your hands take and what you feel in your hands versus your face. Your face, you can be fucking bruised and battered and keep pressing forward, but when your hands are throbbing and swollen and extremely sensitive, can you keep throwing those punches to secure that victory? And he was spot on when he said that.
Do you feel like it takes way longer for your hands to heal because you got to use them for everything, so you're not really resting them ever?
Yeah, I'll agree with that. It's a bitch. I'm not gonna lie. Especially if you had a decision and you're constantly, you guys went back and forth, and you're constantly cracking the guy in the head, but he's not going anywhere. Yeah, your hands after that fight, yeah, you're done. I think I was done for like 3 weeks, 4 weeks before I could really do anything with my hands after the fight. I couldn't play the fucking game. Couldn't I couldn't do anything. I was chilling for a nice little minute before my hands healed.
A minute ago, I asked you about Dillon Cleckler. You said this was going to be your toughest challenge since Mick Terrell. But we all know what happened with Mick Terrell, right? Mick
That's
Terrell,
true.
we talked to you about this before. You thought Mick was going to be more of a challenge for you. How are you feeling heading into Dillon? Are you expecting a long war against Dillon? You expect to trade giant power bombs right off the bat? What's up?
I don't know what to expect. I'd expect him to come out strong. Jesus, man. Excuse me. I'd expect him to come out strong and be explosive in the beginning. Fuck, man. As everyone normally does, but me, I start to figure shit out as time goes on. I start to put shit together, and like Mayweather, I take notes and I collect data. Is what they say. I collect data and I put it all together, and then I start to, use what I figured out, whatever. I just
Get
start.
that
I don't
cheat
know.
code.
Yeah,
Figure out that game genie.
Game Genie. Oh shit.
Plug that game genie in.
Oh, that's classic right there. Game Genie. I mean, yeah, but it's like you have to be a student of the game. You have to pay attention. You got to, everything. There's a sign in everything: footwork, hand placement, rhythms, um, body language. Like there's everything. It shows, and if you don't pay attention to it, you won't be successful in the sport. That's one of my things that I have. I pay attention and I pay attention to detail. That's what it is.
What is the number one thing that you think people fuck up when it comes to fighting that they don't practice, or, the fundamentals they just don't use? Like jabbing. I think jabbing is so important, but I feel like a lot of people just don't use it. I don't know what it is.
In this sport, I mean, even in MMA, a lot of guys don't use it in MMA, and they really don't use it in this sport. The one thing, I guess it could be the jab. I don't know. A lot of people just get stuck in their ways, stuck on what they think or how they think a fight is supposed to go, or they're so used and comfortable with what they've been doing in their MMA career, or or boxing or whatever sport they're in before they came over to bare knuckle. But I tell people all the time, you got to, whatever you think this is, you got to get it out of your head. And especially when you step in there with me, because it's easy to sit back and watch me fight on tape or watch me fight from the sidelines and say, oh, I this, and that, and I pick them apart, or I do this and that. When I'm in that fucking ring, it's very different. When I'm lined up across from you, I'm a different person. And I'm like someone you've never seen before. What's up? I don't know. Probably in a room.
Okay, so you are defending your title next week. Are you defending both titles? There's a lot of speculation, a lot of confusion going on with the PG belt right now.
I'm going to be honest. I'm just as confused and lost as everyone else on this situation. According to Scott Farley, my manager, PG won't be involved in this. So I would assume that I'm not defending that belt. It's not on the line for this fight.
But it is still your belt.
It's still my belt. I mean, even if I actually I wondered about that, because even if that means I'll be stripped of my title. I saw a comment somewhere that said in 8 months, everyone who owns a PG belt for BKFC would be stripped of their title. I mean, if that's what's going to happen, then so be it. There's nothing I can do about it. I can't stress over it. I mean, I got the fucking U.S. title and I got the world title chilling at the crib. They're not going to like take them from me. I'll no longer be the world champion of.
They'll still be on your mantle.
But yeah, I'll still have them sitting at the house.
It's such a weird thing going on with that. Like, I can't even imagine. So like me and Mike talk about it a lot. And like the fact that like that same belt can be put on the line in several different organizations that all have different rule sets doesn't make any fucking sense anyway.
It's a lot going on. It's real confusing. I mean, I don't too much care to get involved in all of the politics of this shit.
Yeah.
But it's like no one would know who PG was if it wasn't for the BKFC. But then at the same time, you can't just, I don't know what the backstory is, but I've been seeing some comments about, they don't want PG to represent the other bare knuckle leagues, but it's like, well, damn. But the PG is over everything bare knuckle boxing. They're just not over BKFC. So I understand it if that's their argument. Like, we gotta support these. We gotta support the BKB. We gotta support the BYB. And like I said a while ago, I think they should do some cross promotion challenges to see who really has the best stable and who has the best fighters. I gladly put my PG belt on the line versus the BKB heavyweight champ or the BYB heavyweight champ. Now we wouldn't put the promotion title on the line, but for the PG, no, I'd like to see that happen. It'll help grow the sport. It'll help grow the promotion. It'll help grow everybody. But again, that's not my call. It's not my say-so. So I'm just here to bang for BKFC. And I've been asked, would I go do any other bare knuckle league after this? Fuck no. Fuck no, you guys can have this shit.
How much do you think you have left here?
I don't know, man. It depends, because what I'm seeing in the papers and in the articles about this person getting this check and that person getting signed for this, it's kind of like a slap in the face, considering I was legit the very first legally sanctioned fight for BKFC. When they had their first show, June 2nd, 2018, I was the first fight of that card.
Yep.
I was the first champ, first tournament winner. Like, I got a lot of firsts on them, and I don't know, it kind of feels like I just get shitted on.
That's too bad, man. I believe that you've earned every bit of respect that you should be getting. And like we said, when we saw you down in Fort Lauderdale, and I talked to AJ down in Fort Lauderdale. If you guys didn't see the interview, it's on our YouTube channel. And I'm like, AJ, you got MMAjunkie.com here. You got MMAfighting.com here. You got all these big outlets finally showing up to your sport. What do you think about that? He's like, man, fuck all these guys. Not one of them fucking talked to me. Not once. Fuck them.
No, you guys came over and gave me an interview and talked to me, but I'm like, damn, I'm looking. And I'm like, damn, look at this. All these fucking people here interviewing fucking nobodies, people who ain't even made a name for themselves in the sport. But here it is, the 2-time heavyweight champion just over here like a fucking redheaded stepchild.
Yeah, just leaning against the wall. I'm like,
You know,
what are you doing over here, man?
a lot of people say I'm too reserved, nonchalant, or I'm too humble. But they're like, what am I gonna do? Toot my own horn? Like that's never been me, and I don't. That's real cocky, and that's never been my thing. Being cocky is never. I'm cocky, but I'm cocky in my own way.
People love that about you, Joe Ivy. There was a comment just a minute ago talking about your humble. You have a great attitude.
Thank you, Joe.
Fuck people that think you need to be. I mean, there's different personalities in this game. You're a great champion, but you got your demeanor. You got Lorenzo Hunt coming on right after you here, who's like the most boisterous fucking guy in the
he's the exact opposite of me.
Yeah, he's the 100% opposite of you. Like everyone's got their own thing. It should matter about what the hell's going on in the ring, not outside the ring. So fuck them all. I wanted to ask you about the most recent heavyweight fight that just went down with Frank Tate. What did you think about this fight, Frank and Joey?
When it happened, I immediately took to Facebook like, "Holy shit, Frank Tate!" And then when I watched it in my mind, I was like, "Oh shit, he just killed Joey." Like he was breathing. Of course, we saw him breathing, but the way he was laying there still, not moving, I was like, "Damn, he killed Joey." Like no one just dropped Joey like that. He boom boom, but that's why you don't talk shit. You bring out a different fighter when you talk shit to people. You can't talk shit.
That was a devastating knockout, and a lot of people were saying, in a lot of the internet comments, like if you go on any of the posts in the comments, be like, a lot of people were like, Joey's never been knocked out. You guys are all crazy.
Not like that. No, he hasn't.
But I'll tell you right now, Frank Tate must have some fucking TNT in his goddamn hands because it looks like he inflicts damage when he lands for sure.
I mean, he does have strong power, as we can see. He fucking walked through Josh Burns, and then he put Joey to sleep. But from my understanding, Joey hasn't. These last couple of months have been a little rough for Joey. And I said it when he fought me. I was like, I don't think he has his heart in fighting anymore. He's newly married. You know, he's happy with life right now. So when those things kind of happen, you lose your fire on the other side, and it showed. It showed. Like in fucking for our title fight, for some fucking reason, our rooms are next door to each other. Like it's my room, there's the conjoining door, and then there's him and Britton in their room. And I promise I could hear them fucking twice a day for 3 days straight. And I'm like, there's no fucking way his mind is in this fight. Like, how the fuck are you about to defend these belts and you're over here clapping cheeks 2 times, 3 times a day? Like, what the fuck?
Jesus Christ. Oh man. All right. Okay.
The day of the fight, not my fight, but the day he fought Frank, I saw the article about him. He was choking on something.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
And fucking Feldman had to hit the Heimlich maneuver on him to get him to cough it up.
Wow.
And then
that's so
talking
crazy.
to some people in his camp, he was concussed a couple weeks prior to the fight. So it's like, in sparring. So it's like, clearly that tells me something's different about him, and I think it's him being happy with life. He's happy in life, so he's not really focused on fighting anymore.
And he's made his name. He's been he was a champion for a while. He's done a lot. I mean, he's got nothing left to prove. Obviously, it's up to him and what he wants to do. But if he stopped now, I mean, he's still a great fighter, but champion, like I said, for a long time. So no need to take no more damage that you don't need to if you feel like you have to prove something, you know?
I mean, he says he's coming back. I know he told me personally, he was like, you know, I'm gonna come back. We're gonna have a third go at it. If I climb back through the ranks, we're gonna have a third go. I was like, okay, you know, if I'm here, I had that dance with you. I'm pretty sure it's gonna be the same outcome, but you know, I don't give a fuck. Whatever.
I haven't heard anything about him. I know that like last year he had talked about he had a plan to. I think he said 5 more times he wanted to fight 5 more times, and then he would think about retiring. So I don't think I don't know, because I really don't know where his head's at after this last one. He probably need to take a couple months off, but I wouldn't be surprised if we saw him back November, December time.
Considering the knockout he just had, I don't know. He may be done. You know, he's going to have to go, like, at this point in time, they're requiring, I had to get a fucking MRI, have an MRI done when I fought Joey in New York. I don't know his age, but I know he's older than me. I'm pretty sure, I don't think he's going to get cleared. I don't think he's going to get cleared.
You know, best of luck.
I mean,
to
you
him,
know,
for sure. We all like Joey.
I'm not wishing anything bad on him or anything like that, but I don't know. It's they're starting to really put a premium on safety and health, and there's no point in continuing to take these headshots the way he's taking them over the years. Like, I've really cracked Joey myself, and I feel like in our first fight, in the New York fight, I could have got him out of there in the first round, but that last 10 seconds, I let up. After I heard that boom, 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 I kind of let up. But if you watch the end of that round, he stumbles back to his fucking corner. Like, he didn't just walk back normally. He had like a wobble when he walked back, and I was like, damn. Watching it back, the replays, I could have fucking finished him if I would have kept going with my fucking power. I don't know. I don't know. He may have it. He may come back, but I wouldn't advise it.
So, how would you say you see this fight coming up with you and Dillon Cleckler going? You think it's gonna go a long distance? You're gonna try to drag him into the later rounds? I don't think Dillon's ever gone past three. Did he go? Did he go the distance with anybody? I don't think so.
No, the most he's went is 3 rounds with Frank. And I think it was like 30 seconds into the third round, maybe.
Right.
And every other fight was first round KO. I think.
Everything was first round KO within the first like 30, 45 seconds. So I don't know how it's gonna go. I don't know what I'm gonna do. You know, I never have a set plan on where I'm gonna take the fight. I just kind of let the fight go where it goes. So if there's a lot of action, if he's pressing the tempo and he's trying to get me out of there, then, you know, he's probably not going to make it 5 rounds, because I don't see anyone being able to go 5 rounds and just constantly power shots, pressure. Not at our weight, at least. Some of the smaller guys, but even you see some of the smaller guys gas out halfway through the fight. I don't know. I don't know. And I don't go for knockouts. I'm not a knockout artist. I have knockout power. I'm a heavyweight. If I just rotate my shoulders, the power's there. But I don't know. We'll see how it goes. I'm not into predictions and saying I'm going to take him out in this round and do all of that. It's never been me. And everyone who's done that to me is fucking lost. So we'll see what happens.
Well, dude, you are a great heavyweight in your sport. And before we let you go, we need to talk about your meeting with one of the greatest heavyweights of all time,
all right.
Mike Tyson. Dude, how did this meet up with Mike Tyson happen?
Mutual connection. I got some family out in LA, and they're doing a podcast. Big U has a podcast, checking in, and I got the call like, you know, the champ is going to be on the show. You got to come in. And I just so happened to be going that direction already, so I was like, you think I'm not gonna miss this? Even if I wasn't coming this direction, I'm not gonna miss this. So I'm there. I got my belt, my BKFC belt, and he walks in, sees me with the belt, boom, makes a beeline to me. But when he comes to me, he's got this fat ass blunt lit in his fingers, and he's all stoked. He's happy. He said, "Oh, what's going on, man? How you doing? Yeah, let's get these pictures in right now. Let's get this so we get to taking pictures." And we're laughing and cracking jokes and shit. And someone on the side is like, "Hey," they didn't know. I guess they kind of follow sports. Like, "Hey, would you fight Joey Beltran?" And I laughed. I was like, "I just took these belts from Joey." And Mike looked at me and looked at the belts. He was like, "Ha ha ha! You thought you were doing something, didn't you?" It was pretty dope though. I can't lie. It was cool.
That is fucking awesome. And he was just in the news for some other incident, which is pretty funny too. Fuck around. Why anybody? Let me ask you this question. Let me ask Mike this question. Mike, how
Play
much
stupid
alcohol?
games, win stupid prizes.
Mike, how much alcohol would you have to be in you to take a shot at Mike Tyson on an airplane? I'm asking Mike because
I would never. I would never do it. I would never do it. I'd be blackout and fucking still know what I was doing, you know? I would never do that. But then again, on the other hand, if I was like a scumbag, I would do it. Absolutely.
He saw dollar signs, right?
That's what he was. That's exactly what it was. He's like, let me. He got a lawyer. I'm pretty sure he's going to try to sue Mike Tyson now. But it's not going to go in your favor. He gave you a picture. He chopped it up with you for a little bit. He did what he was supposed to do as a celebrity, and then just simply asked for you to leave him alone so he can try to get some sleep. You being drunk insisted on fucking with him. Then you spilt some water on him, and you're sitting behind him. So now that's assault. I don't care how you look at it. That's assault.
That's assault, brother.
His response was what the fuck was supposed to happen? It's fucking Mike Tyson. You don't piss off a fighter. Don't fuck with a fighter, especially when he's trying to be calm and he's trying to, have some restraint in the situation. No, you leave him alone. And then you're over here fucking mocking him and doing all this shit behind him. All right, like he can't fucking hear you. Yeah, he just be thankful that's all he got, was just a couple strikes. Right. And it wasn't the old Mike Tyson, because the old Mike Tyson probably would have bit his head off.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Man, it's a fucking crazy story. I actually love it, and I love the fact that Mike is so beloved that nobody gives a fuck.
Yeah, it's fucking Mike Tyson, bro.
Yeah, it's great.
Why? What are you thinking? Like, he's still a human. He still has feelings, and he's not. When I met him, he's like, I don't care about fighting anymore. I'm out of that headspace. I don't even want to talk about fighting anymore. And I was like, I respect it. Say less. Let's talk about your cannabis line. Let's talk about me getting on right
air edibles.
Right, Tyson's ear or Tyson bites. Let's talk about that. Let's talk about me getting on hotboxing with you. Like it was a good conversation, but you got to respect people, and that's the bottom line. A lot of people don't have respect anymore. They don't have respect boundaries, and they feel like they said, social media has made people feel like they can talk shit and not get punched in the mouth.
Yeah. That's true. Hey, before we ask you 3 questions before we get you out of here, Big Ben. Do you know who Big Ben is? Big Ben.
I'm familiar with. I never really watched him fight, but I'm kind of familiar with who he is. Yeah, and I did my research after it was announced.
Oh, this is Big Ben the fan and not Big Ben Rothwell.
Oh, I was like, shit, there's
not
Big Ben right there.
Big Ben the fan says, AJ, tell him about the time I called you out at Knucklemania 2 and you said you didn't want to hurt me in front of my wife. do you remember this?
Oh, shit.
I do not. I would have to see who it is, honestly, and I really can't see.
Well, AJ's sorry for embarrassing you in front of your wife, but also thankful that he didn't hurt you in front of his wife, right?
Damn, I said that.
Big Ben is at like a bunch of events. He's a huge fan, very tall guy. He's like maybe 6'5", possibly 6'4", 6'5".
Really?
He's like 6'5", 6'6". The dude's huge.
The fan is
the fan. Tall? Yeah, his name. So his name's Big Ben, and we get up to New York, and now he watches the show. He's one of our biggest supporters. We love Big Ben. Okay. We go up to New York, and I see this giant motherfucker down the way walking towards me with his wife, and he's got a bare knuckle fight. He's got his hand up like this. I'm like, Big Ben. He's like, how'd you know it was me? I'm like, oh, maybe because you're fucking a foot taller than every single person in this goddamn room, maybe?
Okay.
You just fit the name?
I don't know. I'm going to have to... This is at Knucklemania too. I don't know. I'm gonna have to see what he looks like and see if I can.
I'm trying to find the picture of us so I could show you. But
Big Ben, Snapchat him a picture.
Yeah.
Hey, while we're doing that, why don't we do a speed round and we'll get this big man out of here?
Yeah.
All right.
3 questions for you, real quick. You know the game. Fuck, marry, kill. Catwoman, Black Widow, Harley Quinn. What are you doing?
I'm killing Black Widow. I don't know shit about her. I'm marrying Catwoman and I'm fucking Harley Quinn.
There you go. Too easy, man. That was a
quick,
easy.
How about the new Catwoman?
Yeah, because who is the new Catwoman?
I'm thinking of Lenny Kravitz's daughter.
Zoe Kravitz.
Zoe Kravitz. Okay. Yeah, Jesus. I'm thinking of the original Catwoman, Halle Berry, exactly. So I'm like, yep, I'm marrying Catwoman. I'm fucking Harley Quinn.
Oh, I thought you were saying Michelle Pfeiffer for a second there. I was like,
nice try there, buddy.
Number 2.
If you had to make something visible, what would it be? Like wind, farts,
Damn, that's a fucking good question. If you had to make something visible, make something invisible.
Make something invisible, visible, yeah.
What would it be? Fuck me.
Like someone burps and you just see it.
I'd probably say ghosts.
Oh, there you
that's a
go.
good answer.
I would
You'd
say
know right
ghosts
away.
because I feel like the spirit world is very real. There are lost and displaced spirits. I feel like I would make those visible, so at least so you can see. Like, and I don't know, it could just be me, but there's been times I've walked into old buildings or old houses, and I walk through, and it's like I get a boom, like like when you get hit in the head with something, it's boom.
Yeah.
That's what I feel like walking into certain old buildings, and I always felt like those were some type of spirits or something in there. I don't know. I'd make ghosts, spirits. I'd make spirits visible.
That'd be some scary ass shit. I'll tell you that. Because I see one ghost and say, if I don't see the ghost in here and ain't fucking with me, then I'm staying in my house. But if I see the ghost, I'm out.
But at least then you kind of stand a chance when you can see what the fuck you're facing. Because paranormal activity, it was fucking over with.
Yeah, I ain't gonna see anything. It's gonna be at my back because I'm running the fuck out of the house.
All right, last question, and then we'll let you get going. Favorite music video when you were growing up?
Wow. When I was growing up, I don't know because I love music. So I love Thriller, but I was terrified of it. I fucking loved the Thriller video, but any of the Michael Jackson videos, for some reason, and then anything with Isley Brothers and R. Kelly. Don't ask me.
Contagious
don't.
and down low.
Exactly. Like I don't know. I can't explain why.
No, they were great, man. I used to trapped in a closet. There was like the whole there was like a whole opera about it.
I used to look forward to seeing those as a kid, but I don't know. I'd probably say anything with Michael Jackson would probably be my favorite video.
I used to love The Way You Make Me Feel by Michael Jackson. You know when he's kicking game to the girl walking down the street?
He's all cool and smooth about it. Yeah.
And you know what my favorite R. Kelly video was?
What's that?
Oh, I'm not gonna say.
All right, yeah. I kind of figured it was going somewhere left. But fucking, do you remember the time was a dope video?
Yep.
Smooth Criminal, like
Beat It when they were doing the knife fight.
Here's the thing, nobody knows. They always see the shortened videos. Like he had like 15-minute videos, 20-minute videos that were like mini movies. Like a lot of people don't know about that. They just see the song and think that's it. He had a whole theatrical set on his videos. It do the music, then it cut, and they do some acting, then they go back to the music, then they be both. And it was like Michael Jackson shit was dope. It was ahead of its time, and no one's ever done anything remotely close to it.
It was great.
Dude, awesome answers as always. Everybody, check out his website down there, ArnoldAdams.shop.
Yes.
Follow him on all his but get your merch. Follow him on all his social media platforms. And you got any final words before I let you get out of here?
Shout out to Scott Farley and Go Combat Agency. That's my manager. I got some sponsors that are drawing a blank right now.
You still got Just Blaze?
I was just about to say Just Blaze is still there. I got a new sponsor that sent me some edibles. Fuck, and I can't think of the name of shit.
Mike Tyson?
I wish. Damn it. This is not happening right now. Hold on, give me 1 second here.
Yeah, we're after we let him go, we got Art Parker on deck waiting on Lorenzo still.
I just got this box today.
Are you doing a Planet Hank reveal right now on the Mike and Mish show?
Is that what this is?
Is it? Planet Hank got them.
Is it Kiss My Fist?
Here we go.
Oh yeah, Kiss my fist.
Kiss my fist. There we go. This is actually kind of dope. But there's one. Holy shit. This is what I wanted out of everything they were sending me. This is what I wanted. It's fucking infused hot sauce.
Oh,
it's THC infused hot sauce.
And we can't even try that shit, man. We're a bunch of idiots to join the military. What the hell did we do?
Damn, there's so much shit there. Hey, shout out to Kiss My Fist. God damn it. There it is.
All right.
Kiss My Fist. Send me a package and what do I got left? 6 years? I'm out of. That's it. I'm done. I'm 20 years and I'm out of the military. Send me that.
You guys can't indulge in it at all.
None.
Damn. Even though they haven't made it. They haven't made it federally legal yet. So until then, I got you. Well, don't worry.
Stupid.
I'll enjoy it for you. Got you.
All right, man. Well, thank you as always, for coming on the show. You're always welcome back here. Best of luck next week. We're going to be down there, so we'll see you in person. We'll do it in person when we get down there.
All right, sounds good, man. See you guys next week.
All right, bro.
Yeah.
All right, man. Have a good night.
There he is. See you later. Arnold Adams, ladies and gentlemen. He stayed on for a half an hour with us.
Yes.
I'm waiting on Lorenzo's call back, but while we're waiting on Lorenzo, let's bring on another big fucking hairy, bearded, beautiful heavyweight. This guy, we ran into him in New York. We ran into him out in Wichita, and he seems like, a fun guy. Here he is, Art, the Dead Man, Parker.
I'm a mushroom, guys. I am fun. Fun guy, let me tell you.
I noticed you're not wearing anything slutty. I noticed you're not wearing something slutty tonight, which I'm a little disappointed in you.
Wow.
But
listen, you can't see below the frame. You don't know. I just got out of training, got my comfy shirt on. You don't know what I'm wearing under here.
There he is. What's going on, man? How are you?
Man, I'm doing all right. How about y'all?
We're good. We had a nice conversation with your buddy Tom last night. That was fun. I don't know.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah, Tom. This guy right here. Look at this dude.
Oh, Tommy Tom.
Oh,
remember
Tom.
that?
God, we are good looking men. You know that? Wow. We are just handsome.
Do you remember you were pointing at the floor and there was like a glove or something and you were like, it looks like there's that right there looks like a piece of shit. And at the same time that you said that, Kevin Smith walked out and I went, no, that's Kevin Smith. You remember?
I remember that. Damn. Yeah, that was fun. That was a good time. Yeah. I was cannabis is illegal in Kansas, and so I admit to nothing. But we might have been above average at the time.
Nah, man, you guys were having a good time that night. It was an awesome night in Wichita. I had nothing bad to say about Wichita except for all the goddamn wind. But then we came back to Connecticut and we've had nothing but like 40 and 50 mile an hour winds like the whole last week. So I feel like I'm still out in Wichita.
Yeah, it's been crazy, man. I mean, Oklahoma's windy anyway. I mean, there's a whole song about it. But no, it's been crazy. Like we've had a couple tornadoes come through and all that. The city of Moore, which is this little south of me, they had to pay me to come in and chase all the tornadoes off. Do something.
Well, Art, dude, we talked to Tom. We asked him about how like you guys became friends. You guys started training with each other, and he talked about how you guys used to beat the shit out of each other all the time.
Oh, yeah.
You weren't friends per se, but you ended up becoming really great friends through punching each other in the face. Is he who got you to come over into bare knuckle, or were you already interested in bare knuckle before you started training with Tom?
No, I was already. I've been wanting to do bare knuckles since I very first started fighting like 15 years ago. When I started with karate, then got into kickboxing, then MMA, and the whole time I just want to be the toughest dude around. And I was like, no matter how far I make it into MMA or anything else, I'll never be as tough as those motherfuckers that were bare knuckle boxing back in the day. And so as soon as I saw BKFC become a thing, I was like, that's it. That's what I want to do. And I've been trying to get on with BKFC since the first one. I've been a huge fan. So I was trying really hard to get into it before I knew Tom.
Did you go to a tryout?
Yeah, I went to. Well, funny story. So I was actually signed up for a fight in Wichita before COVID happened. The notorious Wichita COVID no-show. I was supposed to be on that, and then so COVID happened. They shut down shows for a little bit, and then I started seeing they were doing shows again, and I was like, hey guys, remember me? Hey bud, just I kind of always touching, poking the bear, trying to get back into it, and so yeah, I went to Olathe to try out. That's where that ridiculous picture of me with that stupid mustache came from. Because I had to shave for a job, and I was like, okay, well, I'll just do something goofy because I had to shave, and then I was like, oh, then like a week later, I heard about the tryouts. I was like, damn it. So that's where that stupid picture came from, is the Olathe tryouts.
Yeah, if anybody wants to see the picture, you go to the website. It's the one they're using for the poster.
Yeah,
and when you look up his fighter profile, he's got like this big mustache and this one strip of hair down the middle.
Yeah, the landing strip, the flavor saver.
The flavor saver. Now, when we ran into you in New York, you put on a hell of a performance up there. It was a pleasure meeting you and seeing you fight up there. You were nicknamed the Berserker at the time.
Yeah.
What happened?
Man, so my manager, I love the guy. So who I am in real life and who I am when I fight are two completely different people. And when I'm out and about, in real life, I'm wild, I'm loud, I'm obnoxious, I annoy people. Isn't that right? Yeah, I'll lock up. So he was like, "Oh, the Berserker, it fits you so well." I'm like, all right, like whatever, bud. And because then when I fight, I'm the way I fight, kind of the opposite. And so after that fight was over and everything calmed down, I'm like, Mike, Mikhail, let's work on this. And I own Dead Man Kickboxing. It's my program that I coach from. So I was like, let's just call me the Dead Man and call it good, because I am kind of dead inside, so it works out.
So Warren Thompson, right?
Mm-hmm. Yes, sir.
The Destroyer, they call him. He's making his debut in bare knuckle. So I'll be honest with you, I don't know too much about him. Can you tell us a little bit about your opponent coming up?
Sure thing. So he's mainly a kickboxer, fought a lot for Glory. We've actually fought a lot of the same dudes. He's double tough. He likes to stand and bang and all that. It's gonna be a hell of a fight. It's just two handsome dudes just beating the shit out of each other. But he's double tough. I think he'll do well on bare knuckle. I think it suits his style a little bit. I think he'll do well. He's mainly kickboxer. Just likes to throw bombs. That's about all I got.
He's a bomber. He's a bomber, man.
He's a bomber, brother.
Mike, you've been awfully quiet. What are you doing?
So what I was doing was sharing the feed all over the place. That's what I do. When people are talking here, I'm all over the web. I'm freaking looking shit up, getting pictures.
He's networking. All right, he's networking.
He's networking. No,
yeah.
All right, you said you've been wanting to get in there for 15 years, or you started fighting 15 years ago. Did you play any other sports? You're a big dude. You're a big.
No, I never played a damn thing. I mean, when I was a little kid, I played soccer. Because every little kid played soccer, and all that. But no, I started doing karate when I was like 11, and got my ass kicked by the dojo kickboxer. I was like, well, I want to do that. And so in Oklahoma back in the day, you could fight before you were 18 if your parents signed off. So I had my first, and so I did the karate tournaments and little bullshit smoker kickboxing shows and all that. And I had my first cage match when I was 16.
Nice.
So no,
16?
so no, yes.
Wait, you said 16?
Yeah, 16.
Holy shit!
There you go.
At Sugar Creek Casino in Hinton, Oklahoma. It was fun.
And you're born and raised Oklahoma for
yes,
life.
Sir.
For life.
I moved around a little bit. I lived in South America for a little while. I lived in Texas for a little bit, Nebraska, but primarily Oklahoma.
Whereabouts in South America?
Caracas, Venezuela.
Venezuela, huh? Before it became like the shittiest shithole, or what?
Actually, I am a what's it called? A refugee. We had to flee a communist country.
Yeah, it got really bad.
Yeah, my stepdad, my adopted dad, whatever you want to call him, he worked for National Oilwell, and he was down there, so they moved us down there. And at the time, like my memories of it is just we kind of went on vacation, as far as getting back to the States. But supposedly hearing stories now, is like, oh no, we had to flee the country. He was killing all the white folks. So for all the Americans, I should say.
Oh man,
that's too bad, man. Those people down there.
I know, man. But it's a beautiful country. One day I'd like to go back when it's not as bad. But no, and that was. I mean, I was a tiny child, so I mean, it hardly counts. I don't even have a sexy accent anymore.
Well, you were up in New York.
Mm-hmm.
Our last guest is the title holder in your division, the heavyweight champion.
They fought on the same card there.
You guys fought on the same card. They got to showcase the two of you on that card together, and they're going to showcase the two of you together down in Orlando.
I think we're good luck charms for each other. I really do.
That's what it is. You guys are going to have to like hang out and have drinks.
Do you wear a necklace, you guys? That like a heart that's cracked, and he wears.
Oh, I need to reach. We should do that. We could like best buds. It could be like a marijuana leaf we can put together.
Yeah, or it could be like two fists.
Ooh, that'd be good.
Together, it's like, yeah.
Well, I know that might be. I mean, not there's anything wrong with it, but that might be a little alphabety for me.
Fingertips.
Two dudes fisting each. I mean, I don't know. Maybe we'll figure it out.
Two dudes, yeah. Only in bare knuckle will you find two dudes fisting each other. It's no big deal.
Oh yeah. Well, so, I used
to see it.
But yeah, there's a term that I was using for my last camp because I thought it was funny, and then I had to stop using it because it turns out it means something else. So I used to call like Now I call it punchy face, but for a while I called it, I'm going to go knuckle fuck this guy because I think it sounded funny. But it turns out knuckle fucking is a thing. Yeah. And I had to stop. I was like, oh, so I've just been hashtagging all my fight stuff knuckle fuck for a while. That's great. So I stopped that.
Fuck around, you'll end up in the AVN Awards.
There's I'm a long gamer here. If I could piggyback from bare knuckle fighting into knuckle fucking, who knows? Wherever the money's at. Hashtag OnlyFans.
Oh man, that's dream. Fucking fantastic. What is your OnlyFans, by the way?
I don't have one yet. I don't. Everyone tells me I should have one. Apparently, there is a community that's into big bearded dudes and little wieners.
Yeah.
So
they call them bears.
No, see, bears are like they're big dudes, but they don't have little. There's a market specifically for the little wienered ones, and that's really what I need to get into.
Category.
Yeah, super niche, but
I'm checking out Warren Thompson right now. He's got a buddy in here. He says he's got a friend in here ready for war.
King
ready
Robert.
for my brother in arms. I don't know who King Robert is, but he's asking if you are ready for war. But Warren Thompson looks like a pretty fucking scary dude, my friend.
No, he's double tough. It's gonna be a good fight for sure. I'm excited about it.
He's got your gloves tattooed around his neck.
Yeah, I think there is one thing, and I don't talk shit to anybody, and I respect Warren. It's gonna be a great fight. But one thing, me and him, there's two things really that me and him can both really bond over. We're both incredibly good looking. We both love to fight. And we both have our collection of bad tattoos. And so that's a conversation I want to have. After we can be friends and after we fight each other and all that, I kind of want to compare bad tattoos because me and him kind of got a few.
You guys should just agree just mid-fight to just have a conversation. So just halfway through
the
second round, you guys just stop and just start talking for
just like 30 seconds. like a ceasefire, like pause, like, hey, what's up, buddy? All that.
Here's our time.
Yeah, that'd be cool. I'd be into that.
I have a question. Do you really work at Walmart or is that a thing?
No, I do. I just started.
You work at Walmart.
Yes. I teach. Yeah, no, I am a Walmart associate, sir. I'm actually getting paid to overnight stock. I've been doing it for years for free, so it's nice to pay. But no, so I coach here at Raptor Jiu-Jitsu in Edmond, and I train at Outsiders primarily and all that. But I'm getting ready to move to Wichita in a little probably a year. So I got that overnight job just to stack dough until the move.
Yeah. Why not?
You're moving to Wichita, like a permanent move? You're going to move down there?
No, that's where my kids are, and they got some family and all that, so going to get moved up there.
How many kids you got?
3 that I claim.
3?
All girls,
Mike and I,
right?
we both have.
Yeah, 3. All girls. Yeah, I got three daughters.
Yeah.
Hey, do you remember Big Ben?
The fan or the fighter?
The fan.
Oh, yeah, I remember him.
Okay. Big Ben, Art remembers you.
Well, yeah, because I saw him. I was like, oh, it was the first time I had to look up at somebody in a while. I was like, oh, shit.
He's a monster for sure.
Hey, Jesus.
Man. So, hey, we have a game we're going to play with you here.
10-4.
We're going to let you get go.
Okay.
We're going. All right. This is called the speed round. We do this with everybody. Your boy, Tom Schoaf, had some fantastic fucking answers last night.
Oh, fantastic.
But his questions are a little deeper. I got to be honest with you. We went a little more party style with you. All right.
Yeah, I like party.
All right. If you were buying a round of shots, what are we drinking, Art?
Round of shots?
Yeah.
Oh, man. Well, probably Rumplemints.
Rumplemints,
yeah.
I have not heard that for so long. Oh,
man, listen, I fire for effect. Okay, listen, you're not supposed to enjoy shots. No one takes shots for fun. You know what I mean? It's like shots and fat girls. You know what I'm saying? You don't brag about them. You do them for effect. They're there for a purpose. And Rumplemints, 100 proof, cold, down the hatch, ready to go.
God damn.
You remember Ice 101?
I don't remember Ice 101.
I don't remember Ice 101.
It was blue. It's blue. It's spearmint, I believe. So
that sounds.
It was like thick.
It's like drinking toothpaste.
But it was 101 proof. Ooh.
I mean,
Lord,
I'm good. I'm all right.
It gave you like a really instead of like a burn, it's like a little bit of a burn, but you get this real intense cool. Oh, it's weird.
Well, I have a real intense cool everywhere I go, brother. So I mean,
but I can tell.
All right, here we go.
All right.
What's something that you see people do every day that pisses you off?
Literally everything. I fucking hate people. But let's see if I can single it out.
Mike, he's good.
See.
You just want to give him one of these, you know?
It's just one of these. Not use your blinker.
Yes.
That one gets me. I mean, I'm not a good driver. First of all, I mean, I can't judge anybody. But like using your blinker is literally like you can use your pinky. You can use the smallest part of my body, and just like click. You know, it's not hard.
It's the easiest, simple, courteous thing that you can possibly do that can save a lot of people a lot of money and avoid a lot of accidents. You fucking pieces of shit that don't use your blinker out there.
Like, I can't stand it. It's just like I don't know. I don't know why people don't do it. It's just like for the past, like I just got a new car, but for the 2 years before that, I had a 1989 Chevy that the blinkers didn't work, but I would still hit the fucking tab just out of habit, just because that's what you fucking do, you know.
Did you ever find yourself pointing out the window?
Hey.
I did do the hand signals. I did do the hand signals for a little bit.
Monica said, "Is he sure that's the smallest part?"
Well, I mean, if we're talking length, no. If we're talking girth, yes, 100%.
All right.
Hey, I'm not small. I'm anal friendly.
Oh my God. All right. Number 3. Have you considered shaving your chest hair into suspenders for your upcoming fight with Warren Thompson?
Yes.
That would be good. No, but I did try to get one sponsor to like just pay me enough to like shave their logo in.
Okay.
And they wouldn't go for it. I'm kind of mad about it, but I am open for weird chest hair designs.
So we have a deal.
Just picture two strips right over the nipples, all the way to the back.
Bro, you have me thinking about it. Like, I'm not gonna lie. Well, no, because I'm a flabby man.
Down there pushing you to do this,
dude. Well, I'm already a flabby man.
We'll be there.
So I got like what they call the farm body. So the hair helps hide a lot of that. You know, I can't tan. You know, because fat looks better brown. So I can't tan. So I just kind of keep it covered with the hair. You know.
Nice. Yeah,
oh man, I love this guy. I'm going to tell you right now, we're going to be down there in Orlando next week. Mike and Mish will meet up with Art Parker. We'll do a live, and maybe he'll have some suspenders. We're going to give you this opportunity to shout some people out and say a few last words, and then we'll let you get on your way, buddy.
Hell yeah! First one, Space Buds NFT. They've helped me out so much with this fight camp. It's the first fight camp where I've actually gotten to eat the whole time and have food. I didn't have to choose between gas and food for once. That was really cool. Ironside Barbershop down in Florida. I need a haircut from them. They're fucking badass. We have Nightwear Official, my friend's Etsy shop, a few other people that I'll give a shout out on the social medias. Come watch the fight. Me and Warren are gonna put on a hell of a show. He's a double tough dude. It's gonna be dynamite, as they say. Fireworks. Dynamite, brother.
All right, everybody, make sure you're following the Dead Man on all his social medias. They're at the bottom there. They have been the whole time. So if you missed
they have been.
Oh yeah.
We'll take care of our brother. You know? All right, brother. Well, thank you very much for coming on. We look forward to seeing you again, and we'll talk to you anytime you want to come on.
Fuck yeah, guys. Appreciate you.
All right, take it easy.
Yep.
Later.
All right, Big Art Parker.
Well, later, buddy.
Hey, we have another guest that is sitting there patiently waiting in the beautiful sun in Thailand. He is our friend, Mr. T.J. Chang.
There he is. Wow, look at that beautiful mug. Look at that thing. I just want to grab him by the end of his mustachio and say, get over here, guy.
Look at that. Beautiful.
Look at let me get those things. Come here.
That thing is fresh, man. I'll tell you right now. It's not very often we get mustaches so nice on back-to-back nights.
I know.
It's actually fake. It's a tattoo. I've just got it tattooed on.
I wouldn't doubt that with you, man.
Yeah,
you got any new tattoos?
Implants.
You got any new tattoos since the last time we saw you?
No, I'm fighting next week, and then I'm booked in for 10 days to get my leg finished, my armpits, the side of my back, my left ass cheek, and then I'm done. I think.
I mean, you pretty much only have your face left after that. So, man, hey, you got a fight coming up, like you just said. You got how many days? 10 days till you fight?
It's next Saturday, so fucking 8 days, man. Yeah,
8 days. Yeah. So you got your rematch. You finally got your rematch with Fabiano Hawthorne. We all remember your first fight with him was up in the heat on top of a mountain. This time, I'm expecting you guys are going to be in some sort of arena with no 120-degree sun. How excited are you to finally get this rematch back?
Well, look, turning back the clock to that first fight, I had a crazy Christmas, a crazy New Year. I love the parties, I trained for about 3, possibly 4 weeks before that fight because I'm an arrogant twat. And thought I was going to beat him easy. And the heat, the midday sun, the clinching, the grappling, I was gassed. I remember warming up, and I was pretty hungover still, but I remember warming up and skipping, and I had to sit down because I was fucked. So I was gassed warming up, let alone fucking 4 or 5 rounds in. And obviously the rematch got put forward for December just gone. And then 6 days out, he said that he tore his bicep tendon or some bollocks. So I asked for an MRI scan or proof or a doctor's note or something, and he blocked me on all social media. So that didn't happen. And then that Kevin Solomon guy stepped in. Everyone told me not to take the fight because you trained for somebody else. Again, I'm an arrogant twat. I'll fight anybody, any place, any time. So I took the fight, and I remember the day before the weigh-in and the face-off, I found his Instagram, and it said 2-time gold medalist, Iranian national team, something else, champion, this champion. So I was like, for fuck's sake. And then because I was the main event, it was like 4, possibly 5 hours sat just waiting, psyching myself out. And I think you saw the footage, but I walked in. I normally stare into everyone fighting's fucking soul. I'm there to fucking, like Mike Tyson style, I walked in, I tried to shake his hand. I was smiling, picking my nose, looking up at the fucking sky. I mentally wasn't there, do you know what I mean? But, it's not an excuse, but it ended in, 47 seconds? And I think we had this conversation before. I'm happy it did. And the reason I say that is because if it had gone 4 or 5 rounds and he was the better boxer, the better fighter, and genuinely beat me, yeah, that's quite disheartening. But he landed one punch, dropped me. I stood straight back up. He landed the same fucking shit jab and dropped me again. And I was just like, oh, I'm staying down. I'm done. I'm mentally not here. So, again, it's not an excuse. A fight's a fight. But this time, I finally got the rematch with Fabiano. I'm sure you guys have seen on Facebook. I've been absolutely terrorizing him.
Yes. Oh, yeah, I've seen.
He's got a hate.
Hey, I don't mean to do this to you, man. I'm sorry. But there's like a feedback that's happening when you're talking. Like every time you talk, it's like a static. Do you mind backing out and then coming right back into the feed? Because I don't want your interview to be marred by this, for people to jump off.
So leave the interview, right? Leave.
Yeah, leave completely
and then
out.
Right back in the link.
2 seconds.
Sorry about that, people, but I know that I can hear it in my headphones. It's very, very it's not loud, but it's like every time you talk. So I don't want to ruin this interview and have people not want to see
Big
it.
Ben said, dude, is that a shirt? That is absolutely not a shirt.
That's a damn
it
shirt.
might as well be a shirt. I mean, I don't know if you've, Ben, if you've never seen TJ's social media, you got to go on his Instagram and check out his back. Obviously he doesn't have his abdomen tattooed there. You could see it in the picture, but his whole back is completely covered. That fucking dude has hours he's got 100. I bet you I'm gonna ask him how many hours he has in the tattoo chair. I bet you he has 100 hours, which is fucking nuts.
Oh god, that's crazy. It's crazy. Imagine he just never shows back.
Look at Ryan Perez says that Thailand internet, you know what I mean?
Yep. God damn it.
Yeah. And Joe Ivy says his back is the Illuminati.
Yeah, I'm trying to find it right now. I'll bring it up in just a moment. I will find it, and I will bring it up.
You will find it. Hey, guys, Lorenzo is usually the most punctual person we've ever met in our life. And maybe there's like a time zone mistake here. Like I told him we are
behind a couple hours. Yeah.
Yeah, I told him we're 2 hours ahead. So he was 100% ready. Yeah, his tattoos are clean for sure. Yeah, if you guys ever get a chance to go back and watch his fights, they're pretty he's a good fighter, and like he said, he took that last fight on like 5.
He was supposed to fight someone else, right?
He was supposed to fight Fabiano. And,
yes, exactly.
And Fabiano dropped out, and he took this guy on 5 days' notice. And now let's see what's going on with this guy here.
There we go. We back? Can you hear?
Much better.
Better.
Hey, a lot of people are intrigued by the ink that you have. How many hours do you have? How many hours?
Jesus. So I've got the whole of my right leg up to my ass, all of my back, obviously my arms, back of my head.
Let's see those ass stats. Bring them up.
You want to see?
No.
Here's the backside for you. That was my first ever tattoos, Transformers, man, in 2005. I love that movie.
Man.
I missed it too because I'm over here friggin' editing some shit.
Look at that. Look at Joe Ivy. Joe Ivy's happy. It. She asked for it. There it is. Hey, so would you say
the best bare knuckle show on the planet?
God
you
damn
get to
right.
see TJ Chang's ass. Boom.
Yeah.
Mike missed it.
So I reckon I probably had best part of 100 hours plus.
I was gonna say over 100.
Yeah, it's got to be easy. Yeah.
Fucking.
I'm
awesome,
still not
man.
finished. I'll fin- There we go. There's the back lamp. Beautiful.
It's fucking crazy, man. And you've gotten them all. Like honestly, if you go into your social media and like go into your Instagram, would you say you've got them all like over the last like 3 or 4 years? How long?
Originally I had a butterfly here and a butterfly here, and I thought I'll get a bit of writing here, and that's me done. Too much. I'm not a fan of tattoos. And then you get another one, and then at one point I was like, "Fuck it, I'm just gonna get covered." So over the last, I would say, 2, possibly 3 years, I just went fucking in for a penny, in for a pound. And just I was on Pinterest every day, just screenshotting shit. I want that, and it was just getting tattooed just for fun. But nearly
fucking
finished.
Yeah. So anybody who wants to like check out more of his craziness over in Thailand, his Instagram and his Facebook is down there. What's it like out there in Thailand now? Has the COVID, because last time we talked to you, like the fucking entire country was bullshit,
so crazy
and you were constantly
locked down. So it's a lot more relaxed now, but it's just it's still a fucking ball ache. You got to wear a mask everywhere. All these PCR tests, bollocks. There's curfews on the bars. The bars close at 12 o'clock because if you go past midnight, COVID's gonna get you. I don't understand.
like feeding gremlins.
Do you know what I mean?
Midnight?
That's what the logic is. But I believe I've been told that next week things go back to some sort of normality or halfway there. Just in time for the after party after the knockout Fabiano. So.
Right, just in time for the Hellboy after party. That's right. And like normally, do bars close in Thailand, or are they open usually 24-hour? Like,
so if I'm on a fucking Hellboy night out, which lasts about 3 days, I can just keep going. There's plenty of places you can just fucking just keep going and going and going. There's a few 24-hour places. Some that close at 8 and then ones that open at 9 a.m. and just you can just bounce between back and forth. It's fucking crazy.
Man, I can't wait to get out there. We've got to get out there at some point.
Yes.
Covering these events. There are BKFC Thailand's going on. Is his name Nick Chapman? Nick Chapman, get us over there. We'll come over there and we'll cover that shit. We need to make it out to Thailand.
Yes.
I mean, we got to get out there.
I'll put in a good word.
Man, that would be insane.
It would be splendid.
So TJ, you are like you admittedly said you're a Hellboy, party boy. You go out, you have a good time, but you've been living the clean, not so party life, right? Lately, leading up to this, am I right?
Well, I have. So the last fight, I trained for 5 months sober, which I've never done in my fucking 20-year career. Never.
What a loser!
I've never done more than 4 or 5 weeks sober. So I did 5 months sober. Then obviously I lost the fight, so it threw me off and stuff. But now I'm 35 this year, so I've got about 6, possibly 7 years left of fighting. And I want to make something. I want to, retire saying I've got a belt, or not just he was a BKFC fighter. he was a BKFC champ of some sort. So I've just changed the whole mindset. I'm training as hard as I always do, but I'm just not partying anymore. Not until after the fight. So
that's a great thing.
Yeah, it's cool, man. I'm enjoying it, man. I feel fresh. I wake up at 6 every day. I'm normally still awake at 6, so it's pretty good, man. Yeah.
You're still you're training your ass off. I can tell you that much. Have you changed anything about? I mean, obviously you're living a cleaner life and you're getting up early in the morning and you're training, but have you changed the way you're training at all?
Massively, and it's been a fucking godsend, the absolute game changer. So I was training at Venom before, if you remember, the famous gym in Thailand, and I left those because of reasons I won't go into on camera, but I now train with a retired one championship fighter called Andrew Miller. Shout out to my boy. He is fucking sick, and we do 12 rounds, 14 rounds, 10 rounds sparring 6 days a week. We do CrossFit, we do sprints, runs, and before I was getting a third of that from Venom. So just having this guy who's also a very good friend of mine, I'm mentally in a great place because I'm off the sesh. Physically, I'm just in the best shape of my fucking life. I feel strong. I did 5 4-minute rounds with 30 seconds rest of the day with the guy that's going to be the next future world champ. Fucking boxing, he's unbelievable. But I did that. Happy days. So 5 2-minute rounds this time. I will not be fucking sitting down for that last round. Like the first fight.
Mike, do we have the card? Can we pull the card up? Do we have that?
Yeah.
Now, TJ, we know you. We know Steve. Who are some of the other fighters on? Are you familiar?
Kind of small.
Let
me
yes.
See if you can see it. Let me see if I can grab something and make it a little bit bigger for you guys.
2 secs.
Yeah.
So there's obviously I'm 5th in the middle there. You got Steve Panda Banks. So the guy next to Panda Banks is Typhoon. He's also called TJ, or whatever his name is. I sparred him a few weeks back. He's an ex kickboxing world champion, K1 world champion, so he's experienced. And the guy that he's fighting is a 7-time world champion wrestler and started boxing about 2 years ago. So that's going to be very interesting to see which way that goes. Who else we got there?
And then we got Manfredi up there at the top, right? The female Manfredi. She's a fucking monster too, right?
Do you know what? She's going to go to the States and fucking cause havoc. She's one to watch. I guarantee she'll be, I think, the first BKFC Thailand world champion, and then she'll be off to the States to smash them heads. She's an absolute fucking beast. Yeah, it's scary stuff, man. Obviously, the guys at the main event, you got the guy on the left, which is, I think he's about 46 or 47 years old, but he's like a 2 or 3-time world champion, WBA, WBC, and IBF maybe or something. And the guy he's fighting, I think he's going to get fucking destroyed. But he's called Street Fight Mike, so he's a Russian guy, and they're all fucking crazy. But it should be a good fight. And then also we've got obviously the dickhead that I fought in fucking in December. The guy that sounds like Borat, the fucking baldy prick. He's where is he? So he's fighting. So this time I'm on the last time I fought him.
What's his name?
Kevin Solomon or Kevian
Soleimani.
Soleimani.
Isn't that the guy that we killed with the drone in Iraq or something? How did he get back here?
Hopefully. I remember doing the press conference and he sounded like fucking Borat. Remember Borat?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, very nice. I like
very nice.
Yeah, what?
Is that really how he sounded?
Literally, I was calling Borat for the whole press conference.
That's fucking awesome.
Yes.
I give you $400. You put the pussy magnet into the car.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Here's a picture of my sister.
She is number one prostitute in all of Kazakhstan.
Yeah. I'm gonna watch that movie tonight, boys. It's fucking
yeah.
So look, the plan is for obviously to fucking just rectify this stupid fucking loss. He won by default last March. I trained for less than 4 weeks. Not an excuse, but you know, there's valid facts of why I fucking lost. He's not even in my fucking league, so I'm gonna put him to bed. Everyone's saying knock him out in the first round, but I'm gonna drag it out and punish the cunt over 3, 4, maybe even 5 rounds. Pick him apart, fucking split him up. And then I've been called out by a German guy for August the 6th. He's been my fan for fucking ages. Always good luck champ and all this stuff on my Instagram. And then I think he's just trying to get in my limelight and wants to crack at me. So I said to Nick, this guy wants to fight me. And Nick said, oh, he's fucking terrible, not a chance. And then I sent him a screenshot of all the abuse he gave me. He goes, right, lock it in. You're going to fucking smash him. So the plan is to smash Fabiano, smash this Valen, whatever he's called, fucking German guy in August. And if I win both of those, or actually rephrase that, when I win both of those, I'll get the rematch with Borat in December this year. So, yeah, dude, that's the fucking...
So that's a very active year for you, man. I'm excited about this year. So we can potentially see you fight 3 times before the year ends.
100%, 3 times. So 3 times. There's also something in the mist. I'm not sure I'm allowed to say it, so I won't. But there's something that's going to be happening in between this next fight and the August fight. I think it's been announced already. The whole BKFC Ultimate Fighter thing. Have you seen that yet? Yeah, it's been semi-announced, but this is something. It will be soon. But yeah, so that's me happening as well. So I'll be fighting again. That'll be on TV as well, which would be cool. But yeah. So I want to get these fights done. Obviously, fucking end a shit fucking couple of years with COVID and 2 stupid losses that shouldn't have happened. Rectify those. So I have 3 wins this year, and hopefully. I started getting called out by some boys in the States because I want to come over there and fucking smash some heads as well. Do you know what I mean?
Outstanding, man. I love it. I can't wait to see these fights. I can't wait to see the rematch with you and Fabiano because the first one was a fucking damn good fight up until it stopped. Stroke. You know what I mean? Until
I bitched out.
Heat stroke.
Till the heat stroke, man. But hey, we're gonna ask you a couple.
Your balls was hot.
The balls was hot. I'll tell you. You know whose balls, dude. John Nutt's balls were hot. That motherfucker sweat. That guy sweat. That's more.
Horrible image. Image.
That dude sweat through so much clothes that night. I couldn't even fucking believe it.
Yeah, that's it.
Hey, we got 3 good questions for you, Hellboy. Hellboy is a connoisseur of Danny McBride television programs, and our first question for you, buddy. You're going to sort this out for us. Rank these Danny McBride shows from best to worst. Eastbound and Down, Vice Principal, Righteous Gemstone. Which one's the best? Which one's second best? Which one's third?
Exactly the order it's in. Eastbound and Down blows all fucking 3 out the water. Then Vice Principals and then Gemstones. Fucking Eastbound and Down. We've had this conversation before. It's one of my favorite fucking. I could watch that over and over and over again.
So good.
Yeah,
he's the best.
Who is that fighter? The is it something Janowski? But it wasn't the same as fucking.
Yeah, Terry Janowski.
Yeah, Stevie Janowski. Yeah, he's fighting. So definitely Eastbound and Down first. But I mean, the other 2 are fucking really good. But yeah, Eastbound and Down is one of my favorite series of all time, man. It's fucking sick.
That Danny McBride is a comic genius, and if anybody hasn't seen any of those shows, you guys are doing yourself a disservice.
Get on
it now.
They're so good. I tell people all the time, you have to see Eastbound and Down. Like it's just so good. It's brilliant. Brilliant.
It's so unique. Nothing's been made like it since or before, and it's just fucking yeah. In fact, I'm gonna fucking whack that on over the weekend. Done. You sold it to me.
All right, number 2 for you.
All right. If you were to come to the United States for a BK fight, who would be your dream opponent for that fight?
Yes, I fucking knew you'd ask this. So, originally I was gonna fight at 155. Now I put on a bit of size. I hate fucking cutting 8 or 9 kg, which is what, like 20 pounds. It's too much.
What is that? So, is it 1 stone, 2 stones? What do you call that?
More than a stone, yeah. So fucking, it's just too much. So I'm now fighting a 165, which changed the demographic. Obviously, 155 is Tyler Goodjohn, so a good friend of mine. Palomino, and the division's fucking hot. But the 165, funnily enough, fellow Tash enthusiast, I'd like to fight Tom Shoaf. I just think we both fucking go toe to toe. We both move forward. I think it'd be fireworks. Someone's getting knocked out and knocked out bad, but I'm not sure. He fights at 155 now, right?
Yeah,
he does, but he has had, I think, 3 fights at 165. So I mean, you never know, bro. You never know.
And there's also another guy that I speak to on Instagram. Is it Joe Elmore?
Joe Elmore,
yes.
Yeah,
Hitman.
He's another brawler. He's a big guy and stuff.
They fought each other.
Yeah,
he beat Shoaf, right?
Yes, he did.
Yeah.
They beat the shit out of each other, though. You know, it's like Shoaf landed a lot on Joe Elmore and never put him down. And that Joe Elmore looked like the goddamn Terminator in that fucking fight.
Yeah. He's what we call in the UK a fucking bulldog, man. Just keeps coming forward.
Fucking bulldog. Absolutely. And our last question for you, brother. I want you to describe a typical night out with Hellboy in Thailand.
This is a fucking dangerous question.
All right. Do not incriminate yourself, but
yeah.
Let us know.
I've got to work out if my girlfriend's watching or not. So right. Fuck it. I'm going all in. I'll tell you. So
I don't see her.
A standard night out in fucking Patio, which is called Sin City. It's the fucking sex capital of the world. It's fucking Vegas on steroids. It's fucking unreal.
We said so don't incriminate yourself. God damn it.
Nah, I don't care. So, hey, I'm Hellboy. It comes with the image, brother.
Yeah.
So there's a place, anyone who's watching from Thailand, there's a place called Soy 6. So you've been there, and it's a daytime thing, and it's a bar that you go, it's about 50 bars full of just fucking girls wearing school uniforms, nurses, whatever, absolute hotties. And I shouldn't fucking say this, but back in the day, if there's a girl that you liked, you take her upstairs, you pay $30 and you bang the ass off it and you come back down and carry on drinking. You then move to the next bar if you see another one you like and you crack on. Anyway, so that's the daytime. That's the daytime thing. Then when the sun goes down, you head to a place with LK Metro, where you go to all the go-go bars, with all the strippers and the fucking birds shaking their ass and just all that bullshit. So you do that till about midnight, and then you go to a club and just cause havoc till about 6, 7 in the morning. And there's another bar called JP Bar that's open. I think it's still fucking midday. So I always end up there, last man standing. And then once my battery dies and my girlfriend comes looking for me, I have to fucking cower and go home.
Oh shit! Hey, great. Nick Chapman, get us to Thailand. We need to cover one of these BKFC Thailand.
Get you fucking out here. Look, I think with BKFC Thailand, the way that it's blowing up, the first event was absolutely fucking incredible. Production was unbelievable. Nick Chapman's drive and fucking vision is second to none. The guy doesn't sleep. He just work, vision, meetings. So I think BKFC Thailand is going to fucking blow up in the next fucking year or two. So there's no reason when we start to cross-contaminate, obviously, us going to the US and the US coming here. And then that obviously gives you guys a chance to come over and come on tour with Hellboy.
It will happen.
Dude. It sounds like the best place in the world, to be honest with you. I don't know how you've survived so long in such a place, but
if it wasn't for the fighting, I'd be in prison or dead or fucking both. Yeah, the fighting keeps me on the straight and narrow. Well, now it does. New year, new me.
Look at Joe Ivy says, go to Thailand, come home divorced. That's probably a thing. You'll need a debrief when you get back to post. And a shot or two.
A good friend
I might need my brief.
I won't say his name, but he came over here with his wife, 2 kids, happy families, all fucking good. The most smitten, cutest little couple together. And obviously what I just mentioned about how easy it is to go and be devious. 3 years later, the divorce, she took half his fucking money, took the kids, and gone back to the UK. Welcome to Thailand, brother.
Oh my god, dude. All right. Well, you know what? we could have you back on all the time. If you ever want to come back on, just let us know, TJ. You got a fight coming up next week. Everybody who hasn't gotten the app, where you're going to see BKFC Thailand is on the Bare Knuckle app. So make sure you guys get that app. You pay attention to this. What time is that going to be on here? 6 in the morning.
6 a.m.
6 in the morning.
Right there.
So there you go.
What time is it now there where you are?
It's 10:20 at night right now.
10:20, so you're 11 hours behind. So you're talking 7 a.m. It's going to start. I'll be on
12 hours difference.
Yeah,
about 11, I think. 11
dude, that's perfect.
Hours.
So he'll be on sometime between like 8 and 11 o'clock in the morning. Fucking awesome. So get the app. Pay attention. Hellboy is going to redeem himself against Fabiano Hawthorne. He's going to fight 3 times this year, and he's going to be back on top. We're going to give you a second to shout some people out and say whatever you want before you get out of here, buddy.
Oh, fucking hell. My memory's terrible. You put me on the spot here. So look, I've just got a new sponsor called Cajun. They got my meal preps. The food's fucking incredible. Top guy called Jeff. Obviously, Gorilla Supplements. They give my protein, all my pre-workout and BCAAs and stuff. There's a few others that I've probably forgotten, but generally speaking, a shout out to all my sponsors, everyone that's helped me get through to where I am. And the biggest shout out, believe it or not, is to my fucking girlfriend or my fiance now. She stuck by me through thick, thin, and yeah, I should have been fucking kicked out years ago, but so big shout out to her, man. So that's my biggest sponsor.
There it is, man. Well, thank you very much for coming on. As always, TJ, good luck in your fight, and we will talk to you soon after.
Cheers, boys. Speak to you soon.
All right, brother. Take it easy.
Later.
See you.
Bye.
That's our buddy over in Thailand, Mr. TJ Chang, who's going to be rematching Fabiano Hawthorne very soon. Man, there's fights everywhere all the time now, Mike. We love it. I hope everybody else loves it until she watches this interview. Megan says he loves his. I think she's probably stuck through quite a bit with TJ, and like he kind of stays in touch with us now. He's really toned back his party boy life. He seems like he's really turned a page in his life right now, and he's pretty focused. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a surprise for everybody here. I haven't been able to get a hold of Lorenzo. But it's Thursday, Mike.
That's right.
It's Thursday, and we do things on Thursday that make everybody happy. We name people that are absolute fucking morons. What do we call that thing?
Oh, we do.
Stoonad of the week. Oh, hey. Guys, we have 4 Stoonads for you this week. And I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to tell you about each one of these people, and then Mike's going to tell me who's the biggest fucking student out of them all. You know what? I'll start with the lady all the way to the right. Party Bride. You know what this lady did? Her name is Dana Shea Glennie, 42 years old, arrested on Monday where she is facing felony charges from an incident that happened at her wedding. She and her caterer drugged all the food at the wedding with weed, right? They called it drugged, but they laced all the food with THC, making all 40 guests their hearts began racing. Some felt nauseous and dizzy. Every one of them tested positive for THC, and now she's facing charges which include tampering.
That's how we can try those edibles.
Yes, tampering, culpable negligence, and delivery of marijuana for Miss Party Bride Dana Glennie. What do you think of that, lady?
Hey, sound like a good time to me. I don't know what everyone's complaining about. I think everybody at the party's a bunch of fucking stew nods.
That's what I'm talking about, Mike.
Yeah.
Now,
baby, quit your bitching and have fun.
Yeah, quit your bitching and have fun.
Yeah, Grandma, stop complaining about your diabetes and get on the dance floor. You're high.
Oh man. So her boy right next to her there, his name the Jesus. I called him the Jesus. His real name is James Trevor Brian Thompson.
De Jesus.
He's got 4 names, ladies and gentlemen. De Jesus. James Trevor Brian Thompson is a 39-year-old man out of Florida that claims to be the second coming of Jesus, and found himself in a Crunch Fitness gym locker room, pressing a minor up against the wall, hugging him, telling him he is Jesus. When the minor went to flee the locker room, he was blocked at the door by Jesus himself, who then pushed him against the wall and forcefully kissed this boy. Now, it was a minor in a Crunch Fitness locker room, so I'm guessing this minor was somewhere in like the 16 to 17-year-old range, right? Because if he's driving his ass to the gym and has a gym membership. But either way, Jesus kissing on a 16-year-old boy is pretty fucked up, right? Piece of shit?
Yeah.
Would you say he's a stew-nod?
I don't know if he's a stew-nod. He's a fucking piece of shit, like you said. Like, that's different. This guy's at a whole different level.
And then, of course, the guy right to his side there, Tyson's bitch, that would be the guy that Mike Tyson beat the shit out of on the plane. His name is fucking, I cannot remember what it is, but everybody knows the story. This dumbass was on the plane. He was just berating Mike Tyson like a fucking asshole. Tyson was nice to him, took a picture with him earlier, was, put up with the guy's bullshit. And then the dude like dumped water or dropped a water bottle on him. He was heavily intoxicated. So Mike turned around and beat the fucking living shit out of him on the airplane, punched him, 4, 5, 8 times in the head, left him bleeding. Absolute scumbag, right?
Yes, he's a scumbag. As we kind of spoke about this earlier, and I said, like, there's no amount of drinks, even blackout drunk, I still don't think I would be stupid enough to hit Mike Tyson because it's dumb. But if I was a scumbag and a shyster, I would definitely fuck with Mike Tyson to get that money. So I don't know if he's really a stew nod. He might be a smart nod.
He might be a smart nod. And the last nominee for stew nod of the week this week is, you see that very pretty girl right there, Mike? You see that face?
Yep. I see it. I see that face all the time. I'm familiar.
Coraima Feliz, our friend Feliz, the popsicle princess. That is the girl. If you guys watched the show last night, that face right there was the one that was trying to convince me that popsicles are ice cream, ladies and gentlemen. What do you think about that, Mike?
That is worse than everyone we've talked about so far. And I'm not talking about just a little bit. I'm talking about a wide margin between them, okay?
Nah, I threw her in there. Close. I threw her in there just to fuck with her a little bit. But so it's between the guy who was fucking with Mike Tyson and got the $1 million punches to the face. There's the lady that drugged her entire wedding without telling anybody that came and just watched them all get sick and fucked up. Or Jesus hugging on teenage boys in the gym. What do you think, Mike?
So,
and I'm going to take the picture off the screen so Mike can expand on this a little bit.
Man, listen. Okay, let's go for the party bride there. I feel like the difference between 5 years in prison and a great night is just telling people there's fucking drugs in the food. Like, hello, just say, hey, listen up, everybody. There's drugs in the food. Let's have fun. Boom, you have fun. Now you're in 5 years. So that was Stu Nod, but it could have been awesome. Right. So, now let's go over. I kind of already talked about the Mike Tyson guy twice. We already know how I feel about that. And I think, Joe Ivy wrote down, smart nod. He could be very smart. I mean, listen, he was thinking, there's Mike Tyson. He's a millionaire again. He was bankrupt at some point, but now he's a millionaire again. And if I fuck with him and he punches me in the face, I can sue his ass. And
dude, even if
he might make some decent loot off that. So
seriously, even if he tries to sue him for like $20 million for like, long-term damages, mental health, and all that bullshit. Mm-hmm. And then Mike was like, "We'll settle it." All
that dumb American shit.
Yeah, I'll give you $2 million to settle out of court right now. And the kid,
winner.
Like, okay, got it.
Yeah, winner, fist dinner. And so we'll move on. And I'm gonna say you're making it a little too easy because the next one is just too egregious. You know what I'm saying? Like this is like
Jesus. What if he is Jesus?
Way beyond. No, this is beyond. Like when we have a toucher in the group, the toucher always wins. You know, it's this stupid thing. The guy's an idiot. I mean, chill the fuck out. These people like this make me sick. Sick.
Megan says Jesus is a shitbag loser. Megan, did you feel any kind of way as you were typing that?
I agree. That's the thing. So here's there's different levels to this. And when we put these sicko friggin' weirdos on here, I don't get them out of here. You don't even deserve to be a stew nod, you friggin' sicko.
Yeah. Blondie says Party Bride was just being a good host.
Party Bride is the stew nod. And the reason being is because like I said earlier,
all she had to do was
let people know. I'm sure that most people would have been like, hell yeah, let's party. But instead, she fucking did that shit and get grandma fucked up. You know?
Well, there it is. Party Bride.
Party Bride's the stew nod.
Party Bride.
Get the fuck out of here.
Whatever her name was, Dana Glennie. Congratulations, you are the stew nod of the week. Hey guys, take a look at that graphic right there. You see that stew nod across the top with the logo as the O? You guys can get yourself a shirt like that very soon. We're getting some shirts made.
Yeah, stew nod shirts coming out.
Yeah, stew nod shirts
and a new Mike and Mish logo coming out soon.
Your boys are going to Orlando next week. Make sure
coming out soon.
Make sure you're tuned in this weekend to BKFC 24 in Montana. Do we have the card? Can we pull that card up, or is it too late for that shit?
The Montana card?
Yeah,
I don't have the picture of the Montana card.
So you got Art Park. I mean, you got the main event. You got the Juggernaut against Joe Riggs.
Gave me a minute. I can get it.
I got it right here, but I can't pull it up on the screen. I'm just gonna read some goddamn fights off of it. You got the Juggernaut versus Joe Riggs. You got Louis Lopez versus Rusty Crowder. You got Kai Stewart and Dennis Gary, and Andy Wynn and Cassie Robb. But now that I just read that name out loud, do you remember the movie Role Models?
Yes, I do.
Wasn't the guy's name Dennis Gary that's been with Wings for 5 years?
I don't fucking know that
and
shit.
The guy was like, if I had a nickel for every year I've been with Wings, I'd have a quarter. and I could buy a gumball. I'm gonna hold on. I gotta look that shit up because
it's been a while, man. Here we go. What do you think now?
If Dennis Gary's name,
I got your freaking shit.
Oh, his name was Martin Gary.
See, you're still not.
Yeah, there it is, man. Make sure you get the app. You tune in this weekend. I don't know if you all saw the interview with the OG between Lorenzo and Riggs.
Yeah,
but I believe that Lorenzo has fully 100,000% got under the skin of Joe Riggs. And Riggs has fucking had
for
enough.
Some reason. Okay, listen, in this, so I don't know why, but I thought he would have got. So I thought Riggs would get mad. So everyone who's listening, go and watch this either right after this tomorrow morning. Go on the app or the website and watch OG Shawnee Mac's interview with Lorenzo and Riggs together. But for some reason, halfway through, Riggs just loses his mind almost. Like, not loses him, but he's like, he gets really mad. And he's like, I was planting tomatoes. He must have said, he
said it like 15 times. I was planting tomatoes. I'm sick of your shit.
Yeah.
I was planting tomatoes.
Yeah. He didn't want him to say that he was building a porch. He was planting tomatoes. And I was like, I don't know why that struck a chord with him, but he wanted us to know that.
Dude, that struck a chord so bad with Riggs.
Yeah.
I don't know what that was. Because Lorenzo was like, I ran into him at a Home Depot buying stuff to build a porch on his house, and he was like, "I was planting tomatoes."
Yeah. I'm not going to let you do this. I was planting tomatoes.
I'm not going to let you do this. It was funny, but you could see like how fucking pissed Riggs is getting, and I really do think that like Lorenzo's loud, outgoing, fucking belts on the shoulder, that really does get under the skin of a guy who's been around for a really long time. And I cannot wait. I now, after I saw that interview, and I really wished Lorenzo would have came on tonight because I wanted to talk to him about it. But
damn it,
for the first time ever.
He's been on the show more than anyone, really.
He's been, and he must have got caught up, but he is out in Montana right now, so he probably has obligations. But he had told us that this time would work for him. I mean, who knows, man? You know how busy we are when we go to those things. Those guys are getting pulled in every direction all the fucking time. So, unfortunately,
don't make excuses for him, Kyle. There's no excuse.
No excuse at all. God damn it.
No excuse.
Dude, after that interview, and I wanted to talk to him about it tonight, dude, the weigh-ins tomorrow are going to be fucking something to pay attention to. And that fight is going to have a little extra fucking fire behind it. And I'm super excited about that one. I'm really excited about the female fight too. Andy Wynn and Cassie Robb. They were both on the show last night. Super cool people. They've fought twice in the past. They beat the shit out of each other both times. It should be a good one. Kai Stewart's rattling everybody's fucking cage out there, pissing everybody off. He said that he would run through the entire featherweight division, which I think is a crazy thing to say, but you can't knock the kid's confidence. But there's guys like Chalbeck and fucking HD Davis, and you know what I mean? There's Steve O'Morris. There's some tough competition in there, and for him to confidently say that he's just going to run through the whole division and then leave with the belt, I'm really curious to see what he does to Dennis Gary this weekend.
I am very excited. This is BKFC 2 weeks in a row. Next week, we will have 3 weeks in a row, and we will be there. I cannot wait. We have the weigh-ins tomorrow. We have the fights, as we just had on the screen, on Saturday. Kyle, what do you want to do?
Well, I've reached out to Lorenzo a couple times, so we're just going to call it a night, guys. Thank you very much for tuning in 2 nights in a row with us. It's been a while since we did back-to-backs. Next week, we're going to be in Orlando, so stay tuned to the content that we're going to put out there, and maybe we'll try to do a live while we're down there. You know what I mean? I don't know. You never know. Anyways, with that said, we love you guys. We will talk to you soon. Peace.